would not change much if I was trapped for 100 years. I strongly disagree. I would probably change a lot, like die and, you know, turn into a skeleton. Let's play Be Honest. Hello and welcome to a new play short in your games. Today I'm going to play another game by Ezra Szanton. I played Aptitude by them, which was a, what's it called? A quiz horror game, which I really like. I'm a fan of that, and this is another one. And Ezra basically told me that this is new, and I'm really looking forward to this. Basically, the tagline is, check out this new FuzzBee quiz. I was paranoid for weeks after I took it. Creepy stuff. Why would you recommend it if you were paranoid for weeks afterwards? Well, you're not really a good friend, are you? Stranger on an itch page game. Ooh, that's nice. Be fair to the little folks, they're worth it. Yes! Wait, is this about fairies? Oh, I love it. Also, wow, this looks so much very different from Aptitude. Like, big visual change, like upgrade. Begin quiz. What kind of toy are you? Oh yeah, FuzzBee is probably Buzzfeed. Obviously. I don't even have to. What kind of toy are you? Enter text. Hula. Fur coats at any price. No, not the cat. Are you excited to get to know yourself better with this personality test, Hula? Heck yeah! I haven't seen you at church. What kind of friend are you? Well, I'm not the mom friend. I would love to be the mom friend, but I'm just not the type. I would, you know, I like to be... And I can be very caring, but not all the time. So, the hot mess? No. Unfortunately, I'm not cool enough to be the hot mess. So, I'm the funny one, I guess. Of these Smash Mouth lyrics, I would choose I ain't the sharpest tool in the chat. I can't get enough of you, baby. I thought love was only true in fairy tales. Why can't we be friends? 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 Let's do this one. Man, that music is getting louder. Let's put you a little bit down. I'll see you tonight. A Paramount picture. Really? Is that an actual movie? Huh. Okay. You're at a party. Would you be most likely to drink, meet new people, sit by yourself, play games? That's difficult because I used to be incredibly shy, but I'm not anymore. But I'm also introverted, so it's not like I want to meet new people, but if I'm at a party, I don't want to be on my own all the time, you know, because that would feel uncomfortable. I would just drink, sit by myself and try to meet at least one person. I don't know. But drink, I wouldn't drink alcohol, but I would drink, you know. But say, meet new people. Let's just go with it. Vegetine, the great blood purifier. Oh man. I often leave important tasks until the last minute. Well, that depends. At work, I don't. In my private life, always. So it has to be neutral because, you know, it's my work-life balance when it comes to that is just a little bit out of whack. I like to try new things. Schultz's soaps. Alright, that's not appealing. I like to try new things. I like routine in my life. I like to try new things when it comes to games, like media in general, food also. I mean, I'm a very picky eater, but when it contains the ingredients I like to be adventurous. So let's go with agree, because I am open to new things, I guess. What color are your eyes? I have brown eyes. I would love to say I also have a hint of green, but I think that's just in my imagination. What's the difference between brown and hazel eyes? Well, I have brown eyes, I think. Because hazel eyes, aren't they brown eyes, just a little bit lighter? Oh well. Care's spool cotton. Care's thread. Is that dog bullying that little boy? Bullying? Why did I say it like that? Anyways, you go to a favorite restaurant. What do you order? Something new, an old favorite, the healthiest option, the cheapest option. Fortunately, I don't have to pick the cheapest option anymore. I'd never go for the healthiest option when I go out. An old favorite sometimes, but I try to actually do something new. I heard the one in the background. I heard it. That's why I was like, wait. Spool silk, absolute the best. Use Eureka. Oh, wow, okay. When taking a test, I check all my answers before submitting. No, I just go with the flow there because I think I check my answers while I'm doing them. You know, that's the key to it. But when I'm taking a test, when I did take a test at school and at university, I probably did so. So I would say agree, but not when I'm doing something just randomly. When taking a train or a plane, I try to talk to the person next to me. Never! Strongly disagree. Unless I'm traveling with my partner. That, like, if I know the person, I will talk to them. But not if it's a stranger. Hood's pills cure liver ills. Alright. There's an owl. Romantic spool. So many spools in this advertisements. On an average day, how many hours a day do you spend alone? I'd say 1 to 12 hours during work weeks. Also, my husband goes on walks, on photographing walks a lot. And because when it's super cold outside, I hate waiting for him because I get cold very fast. So I let him do his own thing and I do my own thing here, you know, with you. So, but this is very, why the 12 to 23 hours and then 24 hours? What's that 1 hour? I have many neighbors. Yes, I strongly agree. It's one again. Yeah, that was, yes, I remember. That was with aptitude. It was like asking, so do you live alone? Do you have a lot of neighbors? Would someone hear you if you screamed in terror? Just asking, just hypothetically. So yes, I have many neighbors. I live in a very busy environment. I don't have enough money to live isolated in my huge mansion, you know. Okay, for the safety of the public. It's another thread thingy. Weird. It is wrong to gossip about someone behind their back. Well, I strongly agree, but sometimes I do it. Okay, strongly agree. I never run a red light even when there is no one around. Well, I don't drive a car, so strongly agree. But, well, yeah, let's go with a car, because as a pedestrian, sometimes I do. So what about it? So let's go with agree. You're in a new room. What kind of seat do you look for? I actually go the evolutionary route, and I take the seat that has the wall to the back. You know, which is like very much what an animal would do to protect their back from danger. But that's really what I do. I feel very uncomfortable when my back is to like the room. So, but I love a seat facing the window. Again, gossip. You can watch so many people. Like, yeah, it's not gossip. It's a weird thing because it can also be just interested in stories, you know. So that's me. When signing, I read all the fine print. It depends. So I'm neutral. It really depends. If it's a very important thing, especially now that I'm older. As a younger person, man, I was not smart with all that, with contracts in general. But now as I'm older, I do that when it's important. When it's not really important, I don't. My true name is Hula. Strongly agree. Strongly disagree. I often write in a journal or diary. I used to do that a lot, but I don't anymore at all. What does that say about me? I think honestly, I think it's because I'm better now. Because my diary, you know how in the movies and in books and even historical diaries, they're all just very narrative, you know. They're always like, oh, this day I had a great meeting with John and we talked about, and then they have like whole dialogues and they talk about the whole day. My diaries were just ruminating about the stuff that I was worried about, that I didn't like, you know, that it was just really, it was more very therapeutic. So it was really, you couldn't read that shit again because it was just horrible. And I threw all of my diaries away. And after that, I kind of didn't write in a diary anymore. So, disagree. I say not strongly because maybe I will pick it up at some point if I'm unhappy again. Well, Out of these artistic movements, which is your favorite? Romantics? Impressionists? Oh man, they're talking about the girl? Because to be fair to the little folks, they're worth it. I thought they were talking about, like, the fae, the fairies, because fairies are called the little folk, you know. But it's about kids. Oh man, okay. Out of these artistic movements, okay, romantics, impressionists, surrealist, pop art, realism. I really get the appeal of the surrealists, but I don't like the art. I am torn. Because realism is super interesting. Because it's still not... It's still, you know, it's still an artistic, creative rendering of the real. I will go with realism. Let's go. How many times have you been angry in the last week? I guess 1 to 3 times. Probably more. No, I think that works. Although, I don't know. What's angry? I'm annoyed a lot, but I don't know. I will go with 1 to 3 times because I think, yeah, annoyed would be 9+. But angry. Was I really angry? Oh well, let's go with that. If a stranger approached you in public and asked to borrow your phone, you would? It depends. That's a contextual question. I need more info to answer this question. That's the mean thing, right? With a lot of surveys, when they don't give you, like, when it's a situation where you're like, well, I would need more information on that, because why do they need the phone? If they are in distress, you know, then of course I would lend them the phone, but I would not just hand over my phone, because that's a lot of private information on it, and you have to unlock it to give it to them, so... Politely decline would probably be my go-to, unless it's an emergency, okay? What is the best kind of animal? I love all of them. I really do. I love cats because I have them. But dogs are amazing too. Fish are so cool. I mean, there's some wild fish out there. I'm obsessed with deep sea fish. They're just so... They're amazing. And owls are just fantastic. So all of them, but I choose the cat because if my cats hear that I didn't choose them. What would you name your pet owl? Hootie. I would go with Oop. Okay. You saw that as well, did you? I think there was a glitch before as well. Your friend asks if you like their shirt. The shirt is ugly. What do you do? I say that I like the shirt because if my friend likes the shirt, then I like the shirt. That's actually really my opinion. Like, it doesn't matter if I think the shirt is ugly. But then, I don't think any shirts are ugly. Yeah, it really depends how you wear it, right? Oh, there's ugly shirts out there. No, I say that I like the shirt. Because I really... You know what you can say if you don't like it? You can say, well, it's not my style, but I think, you know, if you like it, then... And it looks good on you. I mean, unless... Also, a contextual thing. If it really looks horrible on them, like, if it makes them look like... If it has a color combo that makes them look deathly ill, then I might say something. But if it's just that I don't like the print, man, who cares what I think? You know, if they are happy with the shirt... If I went no screens for a day... Did something... Oh. It didn't post to social media or check my phone. My friends or family would be very, very, very concerned. This was just concerned and then it turned into something more. No, strongly disagree. No one would really care. Although, the person who asked this, they want me to vanish, right? So, I shouldn't have said that. I enjoy people watching. I do. I said so. Okay, we're on the same page. The next section of the quiz is in the style of free association. Instead of a question, you will be shown a seed word. You have 3 seconds to select the word you most associate with the seed word. Paper. Collage. Seed. Flower. Oh, St. Jacob's oil. Okay, computer. Internet. What's that? Death. Life. Hearing. Ear. Humor. Joke. Bile? That's weird. Beseech. Plead. Substance. Why would I say experiment? Circle. Sphere. Trapped. Ooh. Declare. Statement. I do declare. Owl. Bird. Oh, whoop. Wait, it just moved my thing. Locks. Cast. Spell. Hatred. Defeated. Would take a deep breath. Just go with your gut. Your unconscious will guide you. Whisper. ASMR. Ocean. Sea. Dress. Fancy. Amazing. Joyful. His eyes were vanished in the previous one. Dusty. Cleaning. It's too much to do here. That concludes the first free response portion. Please continue. How many friends do you have? I have 1 to 6 friends, I think. I have one very close friend. And then I have a couple of friends who I think are close, but they have so busy lives that I hardly ever talk to them or see them. Well, actually I have 2 close friends. My husband is also my best friend, so... How many friends do you have if you count me? 2 to 7 friends. I am... Messengers of God? I am certainly not. Above reproach, misunderstood. Angels are what? Powerful? Wait, that changed. Are you an angel? Are you an angel? Ooh. You move into a new apartment. Which do you do first? Set up your bed. Why meet your neighbors? Not where I come from. I have beautiful eyes. Strongly agree. If you're an angel, you have a lot of beautiful eyes. Oh, I see you. Okay. I would not change much if I was trapped for 100 years. I strongly disagree. I would probably change a lot. Like, die. And, you know, turn into a skeleton. Which of these is most important on a vacation? Going somewhere new, seeing family, nearby ocean or mountains. Safety. Honestly, none of these. I like relaxing. Relaxing is missing, so I say safety. A white lie is better than telling someone the truth if it would hurt them. It depends. Again, it's contextual. It really depends. Is it a white lie that is of no consequence? And also where it's like, the truth, would it hurt more? That's the thing. Sometimes the truth is necessary, but sometimes it really isn't, you know? So just people that say, oh, I'm just telling the truth, you know, can be real assholes because sometimes it's just really completely unnecessary to say it. So I'm neutral on this. You're in a public area like a park or a lake and see me standing across the way looking at you. You're most likely to politely ignore me. That's honestly like, if someone stares at me, I don't want to... I'm just, oh, okay. You're most likely... Oh, I see you. Now you're little folks. Now you're little fairy, right? You're most likely to lose patience with people who are acting illogically. People who do not finish their work on time. Man, people who talk about confusing art. People who want to talk to me. Neither. Maybe that one, but also contextual. Like, if just someone is acting weird, that's not really an issue to me. If they're dangerous, then that is. What kind of job do you have? I entertain people? I really don't. I solve problems. Ugh. I make problems. I don't have a job yet. I guess I solve problems, but I really don't. Mincemeat and genuine English plum pudding. Wait, mincemeat and lump plum? But mincemeat is like meat. And plum pudding. Okay. A taste that's hard to match. No, I don't like this. How many times have you seen an owl? Owl. An owl. Many, many times. Many times. How many times do you think an owl has seen you, Lanu? Many, many times. I think that's the good question. Have I seen more owls than they have than owls have seen me? I guess more owls have seen me. I do like to walk through the forest. Not alone at night, you know, but like strolling. When you take a personality quiz, you learn just as much about me as I do about you. Yeah, I think so. I'm confident in my ability to defend myself. I disagree. I'm a noodle. I'm conflict avoidant. I don't think I can defend myself very well. It depends, but I think mostly disagree. I win most fights I get into. I'm staying neutral on this because the fights I get into are usually verbal conversations, discussions, and I'm okay with that. But I'm also okay with admitting that I was wrong. It takes a while, you know. It's like when you're really feeling it, you know, it's very difficult to immediately go like, yeah, you're right. But it doesn't take long for me to accept that I was wrong. We're from the owl country. Oh, they're adorable. I find it hard to work if my surroundings are unorganized. Kinda, well, I say neutral. Again, it depends. It really does. I'm a messy person, so unorganized surroundings are not a hindrance for my work. Have you ever cheated in school? Yes. The owl bands of wedlock. Oh my god. This is adorable. Actually, I didn't cheat often at school, but sometimes I did. And once I even had like this little note, and I put it in my pocket, and the teacher saw, and then she came over and she asked me, and very fortunately, like, that was, like, I'm not a quick thinker in these situations. I usually panic, and then I'm like, well, oh, got me. But I had like a tissue in my pocket, so I put that out, and she didn't ask me to put out the whole pocket. She actually believed me that was just my tissue. And that is the bravest cheating I ever did. I tend to... Oh! Hello. That was an eye, right? My eyes. Here's the owl man. What is this? I tend to speed up when I have to walk in the dark. No, I don't. I'm neutral on this. If it's super creepy, maybe. But usually when I have to walk... Like, I usually listen to music and that calms me down. So, Also, walking in the dark or walking in the light, this shit can happen at all times of the day. Where have you been all night? Oh, I get it now. Oh my god, this is like the 5th card. And now I get it, that it's a pun. Oh god, okay. Hootie the owl is alive. Strongly agree. More power to Hootie. Also, I think Hootie is the name of the owl in the amazing children's show, The Owl House, which is also a show for adults, I think, because I enjoyed it very much. So that's why I picked that name, because I love Hootie. Hootie is an amazing character. I believe that personality tests provide an accurate summary of a person. Strongly disagree. Must I sever 2 fond hearts forever? Oh, now they... Oh no, so they married and now... and they have a little owl. Baby. Oh man, that's super tragic. What's happening here? In the advertisements. So yeah, I don't think personality tests say a lot about people. In a test, you probably give answers that also flatter yourself. Like, you will never outright say, I'm a big old asshole. You know, I'm just a horrible human being. So you will always steer towards more flattering answers. And then you will only also, you know, more steer towards answers that fit to what you think you are, who you are. But that not necessarily reflect how you actually are. Because some people think they're spontaneous, but they're not. Some people think they're very kind, and they're not. Some people think they're honest, and so on and so on. So I think personality tests can test certain things, but not all of it. And I've heard that if you want to test for ADHD, for example, it's not just one test. It's a whole lot of big old bunch of tests, and I think that is a much better approach to really gain more insights into personality, to have different ways of testing, including conversations and other things, you know, to get a grasp on a person. So, rant over. I believe that this is a real personality test made by a real human being. Well, I know it's made by a real human being. I don't know if it's a real personality test, so neutral. Hey! I have no difficulty separating my dreams from my waking life. Strongly agree. When I think someone is watching me, I feel Oh, look at this. A little grinning cat. Did you see me get the best of him? You will find it freers. Huh. Perspiration on my palms? No. An awareness of the back of my neck? No. I never had that. I never had that. Maybe I was never really stalked or watched creepily, but I never had that. Increased heart rate, quickened breathing, all of the above. Maybe that one. I don't know. The next section of the quiz is in the style of free association. Instead of a question, you will be shown a seed. That's a very long test, by the way, but I'm enjoying it. I like the small little details. You will be shown a seed word. You have 3 seconds to select the word you most associate with the seed word. Clover, flower. Here's the eyes again. What's the creepy noises? Gouge. Yeah, I would say eye, sorry. I watch a lot of horror movies. Horn. Well, sheep don't have horns. Well, some have. Devil. Absent-minded. Angel. Heaven. Painting. Evil. Wait. Paintings. Eye. Angel. Eye. Thread. Thought. Succumb. You will eventually. Hey. Hey. Grateful. Happy. Dad? Oh, from the band. Yeah. Beautiful eyes. Oh. Well, thank you, you creepy stalker. Swell. Wave. Dandy. Oh yeah, because so swell. Window. Look. That concludes the second free response portion. Please continue. There's an owl again. I would know if something was watching me. No, strongly disagree. I shouldn't say it, but that's the truth. I tended to complete my homework well before it was due. Very much disagree. Sometimes I did, but very often, no, I did not. I think now I would, like, if I would go back to school now. Like, if I had my mind now and would go back into my body as a teenager, I would be, like, a perfect pupil. But back then, I was a mess. I'm confident that I will live to be at least 60 years old. I'm not confident, so I'm saying neutral. I don't know what happens with the world, and also I don't trust myself that I can make it. Everything can happen. Everything can happen at any time. Which is my true name? Balag, Fana, Uriel, Esquiador. Are those all angels? I like this name, so I will choose that one. I would never tell you my true name. Well, you asked. I answered. What kind of kid were you in high school? I wasn't the jock. I wasn't a nerd, but I was second best from our class. But that was a very wide margin to the best pupil because we were a very bad class. So I wasn't a nerd, but I was, yeah, I learned, I actually was self-motivated by that point. Like at school, until high school, I wasn't, and I was very average with everything, you know. I had like high peaks in certain, you know, lessons, but I did theater. I wasn't the class clown. I haven't gone to high school yet. I think I would have been a theater kid in an American setting, but I actually did theater at school. So I was really literally a theater kid. The light is blinding. My friends would still care for me if I was maimed. I strongly agree. Why? I often think about what happens after death. I play horror games during the day because I'm too scared to play at night. Man, I do my Let's Plays at day because of that. Agree. 5 more questions to go. People would look for me if I disappeared. Strongly agree. Oh man. Would they? Especially my parents. They would. They absolutely would. They would never give up. Which of the following would be an effective defense against a supernatural entity? A ring of salt, closing your eyes, rosaries, none of the above. I would say none of the above. It depends. Context. Again, contextual. What entity? I don't think, well, let's go with the ring of salt because I think that even works outside of Christian mythology. So let's go with the ring of salt. How would you characterize your peripheral vision? I can see movement, but not much else. I don't notice much of my peripheral vision. No, I do, because my cat is sitting there, and I notice her sitting there. Oh, yeah. Because she's waiting to be fed, which is, I think, in an hour or so. My peripheral vision is very good. I'm not sure. There you go. If you lost your... Something, if I lost my eyes. Replace them with pebbles. Get a transplant. Sue the whole shit. Wear dark glasses. Why would I replace them with pebbles? They would fall out. That would be very inconvenient. If I can get a transplant, yes, that's what I would do. Otherwise, I would wear dark glasses, I guess. I often find myself taking care of my friends and family. No, let's say neutral. I do if I have to, but I don't really live very close to my family or my best friends, so... But I take care of my husband, if that counts. Well, what kind of toy am I? S. So I don't think I have to click. I think it just takes a long time now. So I did a lot of BuzzFeed quizzes when I was younger. And I especially like those with food. Because I really like looking at pictures of nice food. I always did. Like... There's so many kids' books where food plays a really big part, where it's just really very deliciously, you know, described. And I recently thought that's probably because as a kid, all you eat is so managed by your parents. Especially back then, you know. Like they like, of course you could say I'm hungry and then you got an apple or something. But you never could choose, you never could fully choose all the time what you wanted to eat. Or what you got to eat. You know, sometimes you could, you know, there were like snacks or whatever. But it was very much, yeah, managed and organized by your parents. And that's why I think, you know, those those fantasies of those big buffets, you know, and those little, those gigantic heaps of amazing foods of all types were just like, yeah, fantasies of freedom, you know, and liberation from the parental overview and management of your food intake. I would speed that up if I were the developer, Ezra. This is very slow. I think it would be better to just have it a little bit faster. Because it doesn't even look like typing. I think I would have it in the speed of someone typing it with one finger. You know? So what was the theme of the question? So a lot like an aptitude about where are you alone? Do you care for others? But I think also a lot of questions, and we didn't have that in aptitude, were about what kind of person are you? Are you a nice person? Do you go by the rules? Do you help others? Do you do something productive for your living? Do you care for people? Do you have a lot of friends? So, and with the angel, obvious angel theme throughout, that, you know, peek through now and then, I guess this is about whether we will be punished or not, I guess. So are owls Christian symbols? I mean, Christianity appropriated a lot of heathen symbols over the time. So you never know. It might as well be. But I can't remember it. That the owl had a specific relevance in Christian mythology. See you in 41 years. You're so close to perfect. So close, close, close. Just that pesky problem of your prudence. That's okay. I'm patient. People always get lazy eventually. Oh, so if I would have been a bad person, they would have taken me? That's interesting. What does prudence mean? Is that like, I know it's a name. So does that mean, wait, I can look it up. Wisdom? No. You're so close to perfect, so close. Just that pesky problem of your prudence. So I'm not smart enough? Is that it? I think I really enjoy this because it's so mysterious. I guess, okay, so obviously it's an angel watching us, asking these questions, because they want to make us their toy. I think. Oh yeah, I can also look up angels and owls. What does an owl represent in the Bible? The bald eagle is often used as a symbol for the prophetic ministry, but owls are also prophetic in nature, although the owl has been used as an evil omen. God created the owl as well as the eagle. So it's an evil omen. Of course, the church. Man, the coolest animals are always evil. But yeah, this is a big mystery. I don't know if maybe 1 or 2 questions could maybe give us more info on this. But I like it, and it has replayability. I will not play it again because I know I can do it like probably a lot faster, but I don't want to right now because I'm veering on 40 minutes now. I did it! I'm a candidate! Okay, so my theory is there was a lot about eyes. Maybe an owl did this, that one of my eyes. Because here as well, like the eyes are crossed out. And it was a lot about the eyes and who has the nicest eyes. What kind of color do you have with the peripheral vision? Maybe it's like an entity that does not have any eyes and they want my eyes. But they're also related to owls. Who doesn't have eyes? What kind of demonic creature? Again, tell me in the comments. But now for real, this is it. I will now cut back to my initial farewell. But I really enjoyed this. What I like about Ezra's surveys is that they have those. It's through the like. Of course, there were also effects, and stuff changed in the background. So I like that with the advertisements that they changed because it was something in the background, that just. Yeah, that was just a little bit creepy. But what I really like is the writing and the questions, that there's something sinister behind it, especially questions like, so do you live alone? How's your peripheral vision going? So this is really interesting. I don't really know if I understood the ending. So if you know, viewers, enlighten me, please. Because maybe that pesky problem of my prudence means that I don't have any. People always get lazy eventually. See you in 41 years. What does that mean also? I think there's a big chunk of mythology hidden in this. No, I didn't find anything. I need an explanation. So if you have one, please. Also, if you're new to this channel, I play a lot of indie horror games. Short and sometimes a little bit longer, but not too long. So if you enjoyed this, you're welcome to subscribe. And I promise you, I will never stalk you. As I said in previous iterations of this scenario, I just don't have the time to stalk anyone. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy left, So you will always be safe from me stalking you because I just couldn't be bothered. Yeah, people always get lazy eventually. That's me with stalking others. So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And see you next time. Bye bye. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.